will say though, I did goof this week. I told you I'd send those 5 pages, and I've drawn 4 more since, and I still haven't sent those to you. I still haven't sent those to you.
But you haven't disappeared.
Trouble talk. Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about how to have the perfect communication when you're collaborating with an artist and or a writer, and just how to make the comic book creating process super easy and super smooth, and whatever bumps that could possibly happen, we're going to talk about that. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. Comment what you think about this video, and make sure to stick around to the end to hear the hidden keyword that you need to comment. So we have on the show today Wes Knodel, the creator of Undead Row, the comic book that I've been drawing for the last year, currently on Indiegogo, link in the description. Wes, let's talk about how we've been able to collaborate, because we don't live in the same state. You live in Michigan. We just went over this. I was gonna say Minnesota, Michigan, and I live here in Utah. And because of the internet, we were able to connect with each other, but 2, we're able to talk with each other, have Skype conversations like this. I guess, what are some good practices that you've found that we've done in our collaboration so far?
Well, the main thing is just, to keep an open communication, whether it be text, phone, Skype. Just keep in contact with the artist and the writer, because life happens. Things happen. Right before you and I started this, I got married. You got married right when we were starting it. But we just talked. We just said, okay, well, I'm going to be off for 2-3 weeks, and then doing this, and like I told you before, that's fine. It's just as long as we keep the open communication going, then there's no issues, none whatsoever. And communication is so important.
And there have been times where I've been like, hey Wes, like I'm going out of town for like a week. Don't expect any pages from me, but I'll be back. It's so true. Like you said, life happens. You just gotta make the time. You just gotta make the time. It's so easy. One, everyone has a phone. How hard is it just to text the person you're collaborating with, hey, this is what's going on with my life?
Right, exactly.
It's not hard.
Hey, I'm sick. I can't. It's like,
hey, I didn't get this page done. And all you have to do is, everyone. The nice thing and bad thing about the internet is that everyone has the internet. And on some apps, you can tell if they read it. It's like, I know you read that. You better answer to me. And no offense to some of the artists that I've worked with, Stefano. I'm still waiting on some pages for some people like 2 years ago that I paid. And even if they just let me know like 2 or 3 months, they were just like, hey, so and so died, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I understand. Right, exactly.
It's just, how hard is it to send an email, to text, or don't just leave the other person in the dark? Because, actually that's when bad blood starts happening.
Oh yeah, and that's when you start getting scared. That's when you start not wanting to do stuff with your project, and you just don't want that kind of distrust with the creator. I make sure that, I'm like, hey Wes, like, this is what's going on. This is what we're doing with the project. This is what I have the pages. I will say though, I did goof this week. I told you I'd send those 5 pages, and I've drawn 4 more since, and I still haven't sent those to you.
But you haven't disappeared. We've still texted.
You're gonna get those pages.
Right. I haven't sent you a text and heard nothing back.
Hey, you still working on this comic book project?
Right. Hello, do you remember me?
Yeah, and the worst part is I have done something where I've sent someone a script and I paid them. They didn't do anything with it. So then I started working with another artist, and then the old artist came back 3 months later, and they're like, hey, here's 5 pages. I'm ready for the next batch. And I'm like, bro, it's been like 3 months. Where have you been? I already hired a new artist, and now I've got 2 sets of the same 5 pages.
Oh, jeez.
And I've now paid, it was only a 10-page story. So I paid now for 10 pages, and I only got the same 5 pages. And all you had to do was just be like, hey, like, this is what's going on in my life.
Exactly.
And I chose just to work with the second person, even though I preferred the first person's art, solely on the fact that the second person was communicating with me. I didn't know when I was going to get the next 5 pages with the first person. It could be another 3 months. I don't know. So consistency is key, and communication.
Exactly. I mean, and look, with Undead Row, I mean, we've been working together now for over a year. I mean, and I don't think there's a week go by that we're not in communication with each other somehow, some way, even if it's a quick little, hey, this is what's going on.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, I mean, it would be funny if I was on a live show and you'd be like, hey, and I'd be like, hey, I have those pages for you.
I've noticed that a couple times.
Yeah, I'm gonna send those pages to you, but it's true. Like, if you are collaborating with someone, try to maybe be Facebook friends with them, follow them on their social media, interact with them. I mean, I know what's going on with Wes, who is up for another Emmy. Congrats.
Thank you.
And and be a part of their lives, and that's a way to keep the communication. Let's say I was having, we're having our baby in October, so Undead Row will be like way finished before then, and as will be the campaign, currently link in the description. But let's say I was having my baby right now, I would be like, Wes, my wife is in labor. Don't expect any pages for like 2 weeks. Don't expect like any pages for like 2 weeks, and then.
I would text you, why are you texting me? Get her to the hospital.
She's crowning! It's happening!
He texts me once the baby is here. Go!
Exactly, and you would know, and then you would see on my social media, like, oh, it actually happened, and it's just part of like communicating. We live in a good time. We have to live in the best time to communicate with people.
Right. I mean, because like you said, you live in Utah, I'm in Michigan, but through this communication and even our collaboration here, we've built a friendship.
For sure.
So it's not just, artist, writer, business. Through the whole year, we've built a friendship through this.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing is, when you build this, when you have good communication, you build a relationship, you build a friendship. If another artist is like, hey, I want to work with Wes, what is this guy like? I'm gonna be like, yeah, you should definitely recommend. I definitely recommend Wes. I hope that he would recommend me.
In a heartbeat.
But and here's the thing: is there's been a couple of people where you've worked with them, or at least you have a rapport with them, and when you do see like, hey, looking for awesome horror writer, I'd be like, I would comment, if you don't use Wes Knodel, you're an idiot. Like, you're an idiot. And then hopefully that would help them. I know Alan Ellsworth, he's a colorist, and someone said that, and they're like, hey, looking for colorist, and I was like, if you don't use Alan, you're stupid. And then our friend Chuck Pino was like, same, you gotta use Alan. And because of just 2 people saying use this one person, Alan got the job without even commenting.
Exactly. Because you guys have built the good rapport. You knew he was someone that could be trustworthy and it's going to communicate and get the job done. And plus, he's talented.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if someone's like looking for artists, and then I was like me, and I have yet to deliver 2 pages to Wes in a year, and I'm still supposed to be working with him. Wes is probably going to be like, don't use Tyler. He's a flake.
Yeah, I've been with him for a year, and he's given me 2 pages.
Yeah, exactly. This is what to expect.
By the time I'm 90, we'll be done with Undead Row.
Oh my gosh. That's another thing. Is just be timely as well with how long. Like when I told Wes, I was like, hey, this is how many pages I hope to be able to do in a week. This is like best case scenario. This is like mild case scenario. This is like worst case scenario. I mean, I was hoping to do 10 pages in 2 weeks. I think I'm about to do 10 pages in 2.5 weeks, 3. But I tell Wes.
Yeah.
I tell Wes, and
that's all you can, that's all you can expect. I mean, like I said, life happens.
Life happens. At least you know that I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a plea, guys. I'm just like, I'm working on it, Wes. I wake up every morning and I'm like, he wants me to draw for him. No, we have a good freaking relationship. We've had a really good collab, and if you guys want to see what we've been working on for the last year, go check out Undead Row. It's currently on Indiegogo. Link in the freaking description, and also in the tag above. above. And yeah, guys, what did you think of the video? Like and comment down below. Comment what you think is like the worst thing that could happen in a collaboration. Do you have any bad experiences? Let us know in the comments. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord channel, go check out our Discord channel. Link in the description. We're having a good time in there. And yeah, guys, go back Undead Row, download the first 20 pages for free. I mean, come on, for free, guys, for freezies. 20-page comic for free. You're not gonna get that anywhere. Go follow Wes, and yeah, you guys have a good freaking day. Peace.